we begin in New Haven, where that serious car crash happened at a gas station at the corner of Whaley Avenue and Amity Road at about 5 o'clock this morning. News 8's Jeff Fallon has been on that scene for most of this day. He joins us now live with the very latest. Jeff?
Well, good afternoon, Keith. I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like this myself outside of maybe a movie, and I mean that literally. When we talk about what happened here, it looks to me like the car literally went airborne today. But I'm with Officer David Hartman of the New Haven Police Department. What do we know officially so far?
Well, the accident occurred at 5:05 this morning. It's the only thankful thing about the accident that occurred when there was very little traffic on the road. This is a major intersection and a major entry for people who commute into New Haven. 5:05 this morning, it's a 2011 Hyundai Sonata. It was traveling west on Whaley Avenue. When it got to the Whaley-Amity Road split, that's Route 69 or Route 63 also, the car did hit the curbstone. There's a small amount of yard there with some mulch on it. That apparently was enough to get the car, exactly as you said, airborne. And the car struck the which you can see behind us. It struck the overhang that covers the pumps on one side of the station. The car rolled over onto its side. There were 3 people in the vehicle. One person was extricated and 2 unfortunately died as a result of the crash.
It looks to me like they literally were over the pumps, that they were that airborne that they literally hit the canopy and not the stanchion itself, knocking it over. They would have had to have been going super fast for that.
Well, the speed is certainly something that will be determined by our crash investigators. They were here when I got here at about 5:30 this morning already, as was official from the city building enforcement. They're dealing with the canopy itself and when the gas station will be able to right that or replace it. And we're right now waiting for the investigation to run its course. There are a lot of things they have to check, a lot of measurements, surveillance camera footage if it's available from as far back as they want to go down Whaley Avenue, see what might have contributed to this horrific crash.
All right, thank you very much, Officer Hartman. And of course, we've been here all morning. Here's what some people who have been around and just as spectators have had to say.
They really had to have been flying to cause that kind of damage.
A heap of twisted metal and steel, all that remains of a mobile station gas pump canopy after a Hyundai Sonata took out the support stanchion about 5 Thursday morning. The crash killed 2 of the 3 men inside the vehicle, despite that perhaps miraculously there was no explosion or even fire. The car somehow missed both gas pumps on either side of the stanchion when it came down.
And I heard one got out, he's at the hospital. That's real. Sad, really sad.
The station at the busy intersection of Amity Road and Whaley Avenue in New Haven had just reopened after renovations.
Now, this gas station has been closed for the last 3 or 4 months, and they just opened up about a week ago.
One nearby resident told us off camera he sees cars racing through the area all the time. Another man who works nearby says that is the early speculation.
But they said the car went airborne, and he hit the stanchion, and from what I understand, he was doing over 100 miles an hour.
Now, the identities of those in the vehicle have not been released. As far as the traffic issue, a lot of people commute through this area, and this afternoon it's probably still going to be quite an issue. Right now, the road is closed only between that split and Fowler Street on the Amity Road side, and probably will remain so. The Whaley Avenue side, we're told, in the afternoon might be closed sporadically, but not for long stretches of time. Nevertheless, again, this is a very busy area, especially during the rush hours, and quite a spectacular scene as it is right now. We are live in New Haven. Jeff Fallon, I'm going to send it back to you, Keith.